Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How was the journey here?
It was pretty cool, you know, pretty kind of quick actually. It wasn't that long.
Not too bad,
Nah,
not too bad.
right,
That's alright. And so you've been in Nottingham before?
Once, years ago.
You came to our carnival?
Yes, for a carnival. We had a sound system from London. We brought it down to the carnival.
No, not in Hill, but...
No, I enjoyed the carnival, man.
Did you?
Yeah, I was around the people.
God.
I loved it. Yeah.
Big up Nottingham City Council. How and when did you kind of start getting into producing?
I've been making music, producing. It's always been a hobby from school.
Okay.
From like when I was 13, 14. But I would say I got into it seriously when I got my first song with a contract with a label, which was in 2011.
How did the whole thing with Passion Fruit come about?
Okay.
That's incredible. That's going from, you know, producing in your bedroom in a studio to, oh hi, I now work with Drake.
Yeah. So in 2016, Drake was in London at the Brittle.
Yes.
At the same time, Section Boys had a show in Shoreditch.
Okay.
And I was their producer. So I produced a lot of songs for them. And then Drake came to the show, surprised.
Yes, I remember that. I remember that. I remember the video.
That day. So he came to the show, performed Trapping It Day, which I produced. And then I just shot my shot. You know what I'm saying? I said, yo, like, you're on the stage doing my song, I make beats. Can I get your email? Like, he said, yes. Went home, didn't even finish the show, went home, went studio, got some beats together, sent it to him. 9 months later, he emails me back saying, you want this, this and that.
That's crazy. That's something that a lot of people are scared to do, aren't they? They're scared to shoot their shot at the time.
Yeah, because you got to do it tastefully. You don't want to be annoying and you don't want to you don't want to get turned down. But you have to, bro. If you don't, you just, you know what I'm saying, you'll never know. So at least try. That's what I say to everyone. And
I think that's the thing with producing as well, because you can send these beats over to people, and then by that point, did you kind of feel like nothing was ever going to come from it?
I mean, 9 months is a long time.
Yeah.
It was all Christmas and that when I heard from him. So yeah, it was a long time. All the time you'll send beats to artists as a producer and you won't get anything. So I was used to that.
Was that your first Grammy nomination?
My first Grammy nomination was for Scorpion, his second album.
Oh yes, yeah.
I done writing on a song with Michael Jackson.
And how did you feel when you got that news?
I was crazy. Like, it was always, as a musician growing up, producer growing up, you look up to producers like Timbaland, the Mitchells, Kanye West. They had Grammys, so you looked up to win a Grammy. Yeah. So the fact that I was nominated, I'm from London, Hackney, in the ends, it's crazy to me.
Issues.
Yes.
New single out.
Yes.
Exciting. You started producing that in LA?
Yeah, so I actually started that beat in LA actually a year or so ago. I started the beat, and I think I had like a melody of the verse at the time. I didn't come back to it until last year, May, when I finished it.
And why Miss Banks out of everyone?
I've known Miss Banks for time.
Okay, so you got a close relationship with her?
Yeah, I've known her for time, but we haven't got no songs. We haven't had no songs. So he was like, bro, what's going on? Yeah. And I was like, yeah, come to the studio, man, because I'm a big fan of hers.
So you've worked with Miss Banks, you've worked with Notes. What other UK artists are you wanting to work with?
Who haven't? I'm trying to think of people I haven't yet. Octavian, I haven't worked with him yet. Wretch, I haven't worked with him.
That'd be amazing.
I know Steph very well as well. We grew up in the same area, but I haven't got a song with her. There's a few people, there's a lot of people, yeah. And then obviously people like Ed Sheeran's, Adele's and those kind of guys. When
did the transition from producer to artist happen? Was there a point where you thought, actually, do you know what, I want to jump on the other side now?
It just came along, if I'm being honest. I've been always writing and doing melodies over my beats for years that I can remember. So I've been writing for other people behind the scenes, but it's like opportunity came my way where I was given my own label, a joint venture. Okay. So yeah, and then I had to make singles. So I was like, all right, done it. I'm a person who don't want to regret nothing, do you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be 50 and not do this and be like, oh, right, I wish I'd done it. So yeah, it was basically, instead of me giving the songs to people, I'm staying on them. So 2020, what's the vision? What's the goals? I mean, you've already got like your list of nominations. The people that you've worked with is impeccable already. What's kind of your next stage? 2020 this year, we're gonna do a lot more artistry. So there's a lot more songs, my own songs coming out. Yep. A project as well. I want to drop 2 projects this year. Okay, that's good. These batch of songs that's been coming out are on like a one project. I want to do more of a 808 kind of street project. I want to do that, and then obviously I'm doing producing for a lot of people. I'm still doing that, keeping that to a high standard. Yeah. So really, I just want to continue making music with the new artists and people that I like, and just making more music. Still enjoying it, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, one thing that I spoke on my show last week about was trying to name your top 5 artists, like dead or alive. Now, I could not do this. I find it really hard. Yeah. I don't think I could ever really define it to 5. Do you think you can do that? It's difficult. It will probably change if I name it now.
Yeah.
Is this
Okay.
rap or just in general?
This is in general, like any artist,
general,
your
okay,
top
wow.
5.
Sorry,
Like, not that's influenced you, but people that you might like, or...
Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder.
It's hard, don't it?
After that, it gets a bit difficult because there's like those two.
Yeah, that's it. You got like your 2 big ones, haven't you? And then it's like, who else?
Okay, let's pick Jay-Z. Put him in there.
All right.
Rap, we got him in. Yeah. Pharrell. I'm a big Pharrell fan.
Yes. I've seen it in your bio.
I'm gonna say that.
I've seen Neptune's in your bio.
No one could put that in there, but I'm gonna do that. That's my guy. And Earth, Wind and Fire.
That's an interesting mix.
That's my 5, yeah.
But that kind of goes with the beats that you produce as well, actually.
Exactly, yeah.
That sounds like that influences all of your beats.
For real, yeah. There you go.
Thanks for coming to Nottingham. Thanks for interviewing with me. And good luck for everything. I mean, I'm going to be watching you and seeing your journey.
Thank you
and
very
hopefully
much.
we'll meet again.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
No problem.